In a small village, tales were told of the House of Shadows, a place where time seemed to stand still. The elders warned that no one should enter after sunset, but a group of 5 friends, intrigued by the legends, decided to defy the warning. As night fell, they ventured into the woods, guided by the light of their lanterns. The house, covered in ivy and shadows, loomed ominously before them. The door creaked open as if the house exhaled a sigh of welcome. Inside, the air was thick, heavy with the smell of mold and decay. As they explored, they began to notice that the portraits on the walls seemed to watch them. The eyes of the figures followed their every movement, and the friends laughed nervously, trying to mask their unease. But at the end of the hall, an echo of distorted laughter rang out, and the atmosphere grew palpable, almost alive. One of them, Clara, felt drawn to a secluded room. Upon entering, she found an old mirror. Its dusty surface reflected a distorted world. As she approached, she saw her reflection, but she wasn't alone. Behind her loomed a shadow, dark and elongated, staring at her intently. Clara turned around, but nothing was there. Nervous, she decided to return, only to realize her friends had vanished. Terror gripped her as she wandered the empty house, calling for her friends in vain. Each room she entered seemed to pull her deeper into the darkness. In the main hall, she saw their faces in the portraits, now filled with despair. One man, suffering, seemed to speak to her, "Don't stay, run away." Terrified, Clara chose to escape. She dashed toward the door, but it was locked tight. The atmosphere turned icy, and shadows began to writhe around her, taking grotesque shapes. She fought against them, but they enveloped her, whispering secrets of pain and loss. Meanwhile, the other friends, trapped in their own nightmares, found themselves in separate rooms, each confronting their deepest fears. One saw his mother, lost years ago, while another faced a reflection that showed his worst self, laughing maniacally. Finally, Clara returned to the mirror where it all began. Tears in her eyes, she understood it was a portal. Without thinking, she touched the surface, and instantly, the mirror began to vibrate. A harrowing scream echoed through the house as Clara was engulfed by the glass. Silence fell over the house again. No one knew what had happened to the friends. The legend of the House of Shadows grew, and it was said that those who gazed into the mirror could hear their whispers, warning others of the trap it concealed. The echoes of their laughter turned into wails, and the house, satisfied, awaited its next victim. Each time someone approached, the wind seemed to whisper, "Don't enter, don't stay." But curiosity would always prove stronger than fear.